All right. Here we go. Let's see here. Everyone, welcome to the Superb Owl 3 Top 25 show. Today we're going to go over the top 25 players in the Superb Owl per FakeMews rankings. The most important rankings because I am the one who ranked them individually. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to start off with seed number 25, none other than Grapefruitcrush, the winner of Superb Owl number 2 by laws that I made up. If you win a Superb Owl, then you get in the top 25 show. It's a guarantee. I don't make up the rules. Actually, I do. So Grapefruitcrush, number 25, winner of the Superb Owl number 2. And in the Superb Owl number 2, they absolutely ended Jamagloy. They beat Jamagloy in the championship. He went literally mentally insane after that. He started calling everyone on his team Nazis and then quitted the game. And that was all because Grapefruitcrush crushed his soul so bad that it just broke his heart. Grapefruitcrush also too good to sign up for infiniteMana.gg, so I know nothing about Grapefruitcrush's lifetime tournament winnings except they won the Superb Owl number 2. Number 87 all time in the Legacy, and weakness. Buildings with no brick walls to run into. That is tough. That is tough indeed. Number 24 is Anumath. Secret undercover alias for Amouranth. Obviously, we know Amouranth plays GU, but doesn't use the name Amouranth because of worried about people sliding in her DMs. The second best hot tub streamer of GU and winner of Year of the Gods number 6, which is pretty impressive, has won a tournament. The number 33 all-time tournament earner, and has too much time for weekend ranked, ranked, unranked in Legacy, unranked power rankings, and her weakness is, of course, broke men who don't have $5 to sub. Y'all, it's just $5, okay? It's just $5. Just saying. Just saying. That's her weakness. No brokies in the chat, please. Number 23 is Disreputable. He's got a player ID of 2007. He's been around since the beginning, and in real life, he is a used car salesman. He did win a starter deck tournament, which is pretty cool, and he has 5 career top 5s. He's the number 32 ranked player, according to my notes, which I didn't add on the PowerPoint, for tournament earnings, but he is unranked in Legacy or Power Rankings. Somehow, I didn't put everything on the PowerPoint this time. His weakness is his weakness is unique. His weakness is great negotiators like yourself who come into his dealership and get a great deal. Come into Disreputable Auto and drive away in a gently pre-owned car of your dreams. Disreputable Auto. He can't handle negotiators. He can't handle negotiators like me. You know, just get a car off of him, practically a steal. Number 22 is Nikola Pikola, the top GU player from Croatia. There you go, fun fact. Usually mostly forgotten about in these tournaments, and then you look up and they're randomly in the Final Four, and you're like, how did they get here? And why is Morocco here? I don't know. I don't know. 3 top 4 finishes, including the second place in Summer Series event number 1 and Summer Series event number 7. And his weakness, of course, is Messi and Mbappe. So yeah, it's tough there. Number 21, Lordcru from Perion. Somehow, Lordcru is the champion of the Philippines GU community. However, I don't get it because he's from Canada. It makes no sense to me. He's a very balanced player. Top 50 all-time in power rankings, legacy, and all-time earnings. So a little bit more balanced than the previous players that we've covered on the list so far. Only 1 career top 4. He got second place in Year of the Gods number 6, and once beat FakeMews in a tournament, then got drunk with HBrain to celebrate. And if you think that's a lie, no, they were in Vegas when that happened, and that actually happened. They get drunk together and celebrate, I think, or at least had lunch or dinner together, something like that. And his weakness, of course, is Floyd Mayweather, which everyone knows, and also he would lose to Jake Paul in a fight. Controversial, I know, but Jake Paul pays a lot of money for people to throw, and Manny Pacquiao can be bribed. So definitely, Lordcru can be bribed. So definitely would lose to Jake Paul. 100% sure. Number 20 is Infinite Mana Wezz, the first Infinite Mana member of the Highlight Top 25 show. His player ID is 285. This dude was literally playing Gods Unchained with actual dinosaurs before the meteor hit. And he's always like one of the top seeds in the All Valley tournament, but he never ever gets it done. He will kick your ass in real life if you make a joke about him finishing second. He's a lot stronger physically than I am. And he's got 4 career top 4s. 3 of those were second places. But he's never finished first place. It's a bit difficult. It is a bit difficult then. He is number 41 in the Legacy rankings, and he's not been playing enough recently to make the power rankings. And of course, his weakness is the crane kick. Now, technically, the crane kick is cheating. Just want to go ahead and say that. But yeah, that's his weakness. You got to cheat to beat him. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Number 19 is Teatime. He claims to be an American, but definitely a British spy. He incorrectly believes weekend ranked results is more important than tournament success, and he is number 25 in Legacy rankings, was number 5 in Power rankings. Now, I put 2 asterisks there, and the reason why I put the asterisks there is because I originally designed my rankings on Monday night, and I designed my top 25 on those notes, and then the power rankings updated on Tuesday when I was designing my PowerPoint, and the problem with that was Teatime's no longer in the top 100 because he took this weekend off and doesn't have enough qualifying weekend ranks. So technically, he would have been seeded like 150, except he randomly was top 5 in power rankings. But now he's not even in the top 100. So there you go. He's lucky to be in this show. But you know, he is apparently a spy and a super spy at that. Best tournament finish is 32nd. 32nd is his best all-time tournament finish. And he's coming in with a 19 ranking here. A bit sus on the seeding there, don't you think? And anyways, his weakness is he loses his mojo when he finds out he's going second in yet another tournament match. And you've always got to have something to blame, right? Always got to have something to blame here. Number 18 is Aldous, the ghost of Aldous Huxley, as some of you remember from the Toxic Storytime Thursday shows. He's not very creative in coming up with a ghost name, and he does own a time machine, which is pretty cool. Pretty balanced overall player. He's top 100 in all-time earnings, legacy, and power rankings, and he's the champion of the Octo Cup. And Final Four of the Infinite Mana Season 1 of main event. So, his weakness, his cause of death, and I'm not even kidding, I looked up this dude's Wikipedia page. He died from laryngeal cancer, age 69, at 4:20 p.m. Mountain High Time. Not kidding. Not kidding at all. That is true. So a little bit of a fun fact about Aldous Huxley. Exactly. Died at age 69 at 4:20. For the memes. But he's back because he's a ghost with a time machine. And you see him streaming sometimes. Interesting, his Twitch has altered his identity to be slightly different from this dude. Slightly different. Alright, number 17 is Urbellum. Urbellum is Lawskill's #1 fan and personal attorney. Finished second in the GU Summer Stakes grand finale, kind of like France did in the World Cup. Oh, is that too soon? Is that too soon? Anyways, they're 19th all-time tournament earnings, and their weakness is the FakeMews Media Network. They came to me, told me to not publish my Lawskill video. I did anyways. And then in the GU Summer Series grand finale, I beat them in the finals. So they're not a big fan of me, but they made their show, so what more can you want? What more can you want? Anyways, number 16 is Lexington. I had to go to Google for this one because I wasn't familiar with the product, but according to Walmart Mexico, Lexington is an anti-anxiety drug. I didn't know this. Despite taking Lexington, they have a history of tournament anxiety. They're number 4 in the power rankings, number 29 in the legacy rankings, but only 71 all-time tournament earnings. They have 2 career top 4s with 0 tournament wins. And their weakness, according to the ads I saw on HBrain stream, is that the side effects include but are not limited to drowsiness, headache, unpleasant dreams, muscle weakness, sudden death. Ask your doctor about Lexington today and see if you can end your anxiety. Yeah! And then you have a couple of people walking really happy in the fields, holding hands, because they're on Lexington. There you go. Learning stuff new every day. Number 15 is Fayt. He wants to roundhouse kick FakeMews for the whole loss kill situation. I got a little bit spicy. And he made the 2021 Player of the Year playoffs despite only playing in one event. He played in the last event, and that was it. Play to earn league, number 1 champion. You think that sounds like the best event to win, but it wasn't the best event to win. But it is an event to win. Number 27 legacy rankings, number 22 all-time tournament earnings. Not playing as much recently, so it doesn't qualify on the power rankings. Made the finals all 3 times they made the top 4, with 1 first and 2 seconds. And their weakness is round 1 of events. Once he starts landing roundhouse kicks, he's hard to knock out. But in the early rounds, you can punch him out a little bit. So just some advice for people here. Number 14 is Swallie, and I had to do some digging here. I didn't know what a Swallie was, but according to globalgamejam.org/users/Swallie, his skills are 2D art and programming. His IRL name is Herman. There you go. And this is real. I actually looked him up. And 2021, he recommended Where's My Booty to the world. You play a pirate who lost his booty. And still playing that game, he has not found Amouranth. But maybe he will in this tournament. Who knows? He was the winner of the GU Stakes Summer Series, event number 6, 3 career top 4s, first place finish. You know, he's got 1 first place finish. There you go. And he's the number 28 in Legacy, and his weakness is 3D art. Despite watching every season of the Stranger Things, he's yet to find the upside down. So he's really good at 2D art and needs to get better at 3D. For sure. Number 13 is Ryan. FakeMews interchangeably refers to his name as Ryan and Ryan because both names are misspelled. There is no H in Ryan. He has misspelled his name like so many times. It's ridiculous. He thinks the game should be a minimum of 20 minutes in length. He loves those Control Light versus Control Light games. He got most excited when they made the game timer from 45 minutes to an hour because that was a big thing for him. He's tied for first in the GU Power Rankings, but only number 86 all-time in tournament earnings. 2 career top 4s, including winning a starter deck event. His weakness is remembering which account he was logged in on, which is probably a little bit too harsh for him. Little bit too harsh. But anyways, you're like, well, he's tied for number 1 in the GU Power Rankings. Who is he tied with? Well, he's tied with none other than M7SN, also on Perion. He's the leading donator on 69% of all GU streams. He plays Control Light on Tuesday afternoons for fun. He'll be that dude. Again, loves those long, slow games. He's tied with Ryan for number 1 overall in the GU Power Rankings. How did I break the tie? He bribed me. I do take bribes. So he bribed me, got to rank ahead of Ryan. And his weakness, of course, is governments that do not accept government, that don't have officials that can be bribed. Okay, so just saying. Just make sure he can be bribing everyone. Number 11, the 3rd straight member from Perion. This is Mepo 2000. He's got his nice little bottle of wine right there. He's never played a GU match sober. Number 77 overall legacy rankings. Number 28 all-time earnings. Number 19 power rankings. So he's up there in a lot of those categories. And he'd be number 5 all-time in lifetime earnings if the influencer event counted. I have the asterisk there. 5 final appearances, 5 Final Four appearances, 0 first place finishes, 4 second place finishes. He lost to FakeMews twice in the finals. Does not like FakeMews at all. In the influencer event and the play to earn number 3. And his weakness is by the time he makes it to the finals, he's had so much wine that he just passes out. So he's actually very easy to beat in the finals. He's just no good when he gets to the finals. So yeah, that's his weakness is clear, but he's good at getting there. He plays good before he gets too drunk. But there's a sweet spot there. He just needs to figure it out. Number 10 is Nackarub. Another member from Infinite Mana. He's a Chad with a doggo. And he likes to go on log walks with doggos. Once kidnapped Stack 15's dog, and he didn't even care because he knew that the dog was in good hands. Number 14, all-time earnings. Number 6, legacy rankings. Number 3, power rankings. A top-tier balanced player in any way you slice it. And he's the highest-ranked player to have never won a tournament semifinals. He has made 3 appearances in tournament semifinals and has not won a single one. No first or no second place on his resume. His weakness is by the time he gets to the semifinals, those doggos start barking, and that's tough. He has to take them for a walk, and that's distracting. And yeah, he has no career semifinal wins because he's a good dog owner. But this is a Chad with a dog. And, you know, what more do you want? Number 9 is Anti-KAG. He loves it when you cue up your favorite Hungry joke when talking about Hungry. Only player in GU history to have 2 non-influencer event cashes over $1,000 each. Very impressive. All-time earnings number 10. Power rankings number 25. First place in the play to earn event number 6. Second place in play to earn league finals. Those are his only 2 Final Fours. Both of those are $1,000 plus cashes. And his weakness, he will be hungry once again when the Ottoman Empire reclaims their Turkey. And this is obviously explained up here. A terrible joke. I know, we're going downhill already. Number 8, JKAN from Perion. It rhymes, so it must be true. He loves it when strangers ask him what 4 + 4 is. If you know, you know. Has 2 names, JKAN and Johnny Krypton. Both names are equally forgettable, but they kind of rhyme with Jimmy Neutron, so let's just go with that and make that his new brand. Number 11, all-time tournament earnings, 11 power rankings, 14 legacy rankings. This guy's top 14 in all 3 categories. Very impressive indeed. 7 all-time tournament Final Four appearances, including his only first was Clash of the Worlds number 2, but 7 all-time Final Four appearances is up there. And his weakness, of course, is Compost Charm. If you know, you know. All right. Number 7 is IceySquid. Now, some people don't know the backstory on this, but the reason why we don't see Team Octopus anymore in the community is IceySquid got in a fight with the entire team. He took out the entire Team Octopus all by himself. So you don't see Octopus anymore with the Squid, Ocean Supremacy. He doesn't like talking sponges. That's a problem. Those are always super annoying. Very solid player. Number 7 all-time tournament earnings, 18 legacy, 53 power rankings. He won Year of the Gods number 3, which, fun fact, FakeMews had in the prediction bracket. Nailed the prediction bracket and gotten paid because IceySquid won that tournament. So there you go. He's got 4 Final Four appearances, won every semifinal, but 1 in 3 all-time in finals. His weakness is he only believes in himself when FakeMews picks him to win in the prediction bracket. So unfortunately for him, he's seated number 7 here. Number 6 is SAMBAM. He was voted the number 4 content creator of the year behind me. And he feels robbed of $500 by some lame creator who bribed people to vote for him by promising them a tournament. And he believes bribery is a sin. He's got all the shiny cards. So yeah, there it is. He claims to live in California, but the Fox News Media Network has come up with official stuff which claims that he actually lives in Antarctica because he spends the entire show shivering. Every time I tune in, he's shivering, he's cold, he's wearing a hoodie indoors and it's freezing. I don't get it. He can't live in California. That's clearly fake news. Number 4 all-time earnings, 7 power rankings, and number 16 in the legacy rankings. Very, very impressive on all of those statistics. And he's the winner of the Play to Earn League Finals and his 6 Final Four appearances, 2 first-place finishes, including beating FakeMews in the One Mana Fuckstick tournament, which is actually a tournament. Not kidding. That was a tournament, and he beat me in the finals of that one. Anyways, his weakness is when the temperature drops below 85 degrees, or for you European people, 30 Celsius. He can't handle temperatures that cold. Number 5 is 8M HBrain. Now, some of you know him as HPain. However, this weekend was a bit rough for him. He lost his domain name in a poker hand, so in this tournament, he will be going by HBrain. Number 3 all-time earnings is great. Number 5 legacy ranking is pretty good. He's been struggling a little bit recently. Number 58 in the power rankings. A little bit too much memeing, a little bit too much drinking while playing, I would assume. A lot like Scotty Wynn here. He did win the Battle of the Light, the America version, which was one of the biggest tournaments in the history of Gods Unchained, tied for the second biggest, and 4 career Final Four appearances with that 1 win. His weakness, of course, is he will always claim to have an unbeatable death deck, which will inevitably get farmed because he is unlucky. Number 4 is Clutch. Somehow, both a baby and both around 500 years old. I don't quite understand how he both can be just a baby and 500 years old at the same time. He does drink Sierra Mist with cereal for breakfast, which is a sign that he does make some poor life decisions. It's a bit rough here. Number 15 all-time tournament earnings. Number 11 legacy rankings. Number 5 power rankings. Super, super solid all the way around. Winner of the 2021 Player of the Year. Winner of the Toxic Holiday Spectacular. And 5 career Final Fours. In 5 career Final Fours, he's won first place in 4 of the 5. Talk about a closer. His weakness is he can get a sugar high from all the Sierra Mist and cereal that he can actually get eliminated very early in tournaments. So you got to watch out for that from Clutch's perspective. But if he gets to the Final Four, the dude's called Clutch for a reason. Number 3 is Infinite Mana's own Villibesti. He's a modern-day Viking living in Iceland, and the fold button is frozen when he plays in his own poker games. It's a bit rough. There's a glitch there that I don't quite understand, but it just doesn't work. He's the number 1 all-time on the tournament earnings list if you go to the Infinite Mana website and don't include the influencer event, the biggest tournament in GU history. He's got 7 Final Four appearances and 1 first place finish. Of course, that first place finish was in the Battle for the Light European version. So that was a very big tournament win. His weakness is Stormfield. Yeah, he loves hearing about it too. All right. Number 2 is TST Cautionfun. Has wrote Congress about the legality of marrying pebbles. The law in his state is unclear on whether or not that is even legal. So, I don't know. He is the 2022 Player of the Year, very, very recent. And number 9 all-time tournament earnings, number 15 legacy rankings. Very solid player overall. He will be appearing on our stream on Tuesday. So there you go. If you want to see him here, he will be a part of the broadcasting team on Tuesday. And he's got 8 Final Four appearances, 2 first place finishes. And in the Superb Owl number 1, he got second place to none other than myself. His weakness, of course, is the Onslaught God Power. None of you in chat remember that, but he does. He remembers it. And all right. The number 1 player in the tournament. Here we go. From the great state of Alabama, none other than FakeMews. Yeah. FakeMews, the #1 player, 15 Final Four appearances, the most ever. 7 tournament wins, the most ever. #1 all-time tournament earner if you include the influencer event. The Alabama Hammer himself, winner of the biggest prize in a GU tournament history. The only player that is currently top 12 all-time earnings, legacy, and power rankings. Right now, currently 12 in legacy, 9 power rankings, 1 or 2 in all-time earnings, depending on how you look at it. And his weakness is he hasn't built a deck yet. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is, chat, right? We'll build a deck eventually. We'll build a deck eventually, and I am very, very humble. I do agree. But the clear-cut #1, as we say in the business, if you disagree with the rankings, come at me, bro.